First one we're trying out is the Indian Scout 60. This is the 2025 one with the mid-mounted controls, I believe. Forward mounted a little bit forward. 900, it's a 999 cc, gets about like 80 to 85 horsepower. Very low seat height and very low center of gravity. Super easy to flat foot this thing. The auto response is a bit laggy. You know, for being a little 999, it's got a nice rumble to it. A nice, I was gonna say grundle. Turn signals, push to cancel, horn. Oh, it's got cruise control on it. High beams, low beams. That's to set it. That's the flash. Power start. You got your brake, front brake, rear brake. Put it back in neutral. There we go. Pretty easy to find neutral. Here we go. And we're off, ladies and gentlemen. Got some pep in its step too. Okay, it is very different. Very different indeed. Here we go. Super smooth shifting action. That is nice right there. A bit crunched up here. Again, very different. Seems like it's pretty flickable actually. Let's get those tires warmed up. Let's try and rev match. No, I couldn't do it there. No. They're going to have to granny shift this. Okay, it is very hard to do. Yeah. Leans in, nice. No scraping of hard parts. Let's open her up. Nice and easy to rev match. The seat is a bit hard. It's digging up into like my coccyx right now. Plenty of get up and go power though. That's nice. It's actually a really nice and light bike. Rev matching is pretty easy. I think this would be a great beginner cruiser for somebody to start out on. You know, if you got the money, of course. Because I think this starts at what, 1,200? I think this is the exact same route that we took on the last ride. Yeah, it is. But this one's going to be nice and easy. There's no RPM gauge here, I don't think, no. I think you just got to kind of feel this one out. He's right there. The shifting is definitely going to take some getting used to. Yeah. If only this thing had an RPM gauge, because that seems like the only thing that it's lacking right now. There's not too much engine brake on this. Uh-oh. Didn't know what that bite point was. Well, that was embarrassing. I think that's a Scout. No, that's a bobber. I don't know, this one feels kind of lackluster, honestly. Given the power to weight ratio, it's actually heating up a lot too. There's no RPM gauge on here, and now we're in the final gear. Engine braking isn't all that good on this one either. The engine braking isn't all that good. As in comparison to the SV650, that is. This seems like a pretty fun one to have, though. Throttle response is a bit laggy. That's what I've noticed here. And then again, these are considered beginner cruisers as far as, you know, the Indian lineup goes. Yeah, I'm still having pretty fun on this thing, you know. Now we're not going on the highway right now because this is a demo day and they want to keep it, you know. At the end of the day, like the guy said, they still gotta sell these bikes. Look at that guy. Woo-hoo. He's nuts! And on a demo bike. Other than that, I had a pretty, you know, nice ride on this. They're keeping it nice and simple today. Rev matching's a breeze on this one too. Here you really just gotta listen for it. That was a better rev match right there. No scraping of hard parts. A good first ride. Woohoo! Good ride. Nice solid first ride. Now where the hell's neutral? There it is. What the hell's a kickstand? Nice solid first ride, gotta admit. It's a bit lackluster than I had imagined. There's no RPM gauge and I don't know how. I probably should have checked that before, but I don't see a way to actually, you know, set that or anything. I don't see a way to actually, you know, do an RPM gauge on this. Other than that, not too bad. I think somebody who's barely getting into it, you know, this would be a great cruiser to start out with. Hopefully we can try the Super Scout next, or just a regular Scout. I think that one's the Scout. Yeah, this is the bobber. Maybe we'll try this one. Well, my dumbass completely didn't know that they'd actually had ride modes and traction control, and it did have an RPM gauge. But again, this was barely a first impressions ride, so I might actually go on it again because I think we were actually in rain mode. That's why it felt a little lackluster. But up here, come on, dude, I should have known this. That's exactly where this button here. That's where you change everything. But you know, that's what the dealership guys are here for.